उधर से लिंक क्लिक करना है, ठीक है? आई एम मैसेजिंग देम. Yeah, makes sense. Good evening, all of you. Am I audible to all? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Welcome to all of you to the second session of conditional sentences. Now, before I start, let me tell you that there is right now some technical issues, so I couldn't join sharp at 8. There was some malfunctioning in the link. Anyway, finally I could join the class. Yes, okay. Good evening all. Good evening Sanvi, Subhashish, Swati. In case anybody who is unable to connect here to this particular live stream, please inform your friends so that they can also come and join. We'll wait for 2 more minutes before we start. Kindly inform others, those who are not able to join. Okay, so we'll start. Now, as you all know that today's session is about conditional sentences, and last class we have covered zero conditional and type 0 and type 1. So before we begin with type 2 and type 3, we'll have a quick revision of the same. As you can see this one, we will just quickly take one more sentence before we have a quick revision to what we did last class. I want all of you to frame one sentence in type 1. I will be choosing, or I'll be picking up the sentence which is the most interesting. Type 1 sentence which is in first type 1. One conditional sentence in type 1. When I want something different, I said somebody has typed. Now, let me make one thing clear. I have often found students coming up and messaging me that, ma'am, this is my father's ID. Please call me by my name. This is my mother's ID. Now, let me make it very clear. See, when I'm live, when I'm streaming live, whatever I see, I speak, because I'm engrossed in teaching. So in case I take your parent's name, so you should understand that actually I'm talking about you. It's not possible because there are so many students and they join from different names. So it's not possible for me to see the name and immediately think about the student and take the student's name. So in case that happens, kindly do not take it otherwise. Let's say if I say Atmaram Agarwal, as I can see the name, I'm taking the name. So if I say that, you should understand that I'm talking to you. It's not possible for me to recollect which name is for whom, because there are many students joining this session. There are more than hundreds joining in this session. So it's not technically possible for me to remember it. As it's written Alka Das, so if I take this name, you should understand that I'm talking to you. Because I often come across this thing that you're not taking my name, rather you're taking the other name. Okay, I got a sentence. If I'm hungry, I'll get something to eat. If you heat ice, it melts. If you score high grades in exam, I'll give you a bicycle. Yes, when you will boil water, it evaporates. Girisha, this will go under 0, type 0. Acha, Yash Agarwal has written something. If you hit that subscribe button, ma'am, okay, let me change it. Ma'am will become popular YouTube. Okay, this is type 0. If you hit the subscriber button, ma'am will become popular. Okay, thank you so much, Yash, for the sentence and for advertising as well. Okay, if you work hard, you will score well. Sohang, if I have a chance to be the Prime Minister, I will start trading with Taiwan instead of China. Okay, great, Sohang, I like it. But then it's too lengthy to write on the board. Any other sentence? If I study today, I'll go to party tonight. Okay. Okay, let me take a sentence. Let me take an easy sentence, and this is just a revision of what we did last class. If plus simple past, would plus what have you written, Atish? I am asking you sentence, not the structure. If I study, okay, I will take this one. If I study today, I will go to the party. Okay. Now the revision is that, let me know what is the first part called. Listen to the question. What's the first part called? If I study today, I'll go to the party. What is the underlined part called? If you wear this dress, you will look more beautiful. If you wear Archita Behra, wear spelling is not correct. It's W-E-A-R. When there is a will, where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, but this does not go in type 1. Okay, what is this part called? Okay, somebody has written simple present. Okay, condition. Sanvi, yes, this is called as the if condition or the condition part, or I can also call it as the dependent clause. This is the dependent clause. Now, why it is called dependent clause? Because if I study today, if I frame the sentence, let's say if I just frame the sentence, if I study today, now this sentence as a whole is not complete until you add another part of the sentence. Hence, this part of the sentence depends on this part. So we can say this is dependent clause, and this part goes under independent clause. This part goes under the independent clause. So this part is dependent clause, this part is independent clause. This can be also called as the condition part. This can be called as the consequence part. That's enough. This much, if you remember this, that's more than enough for you. Coming to the different structures. First that we had discussed was type 0. Type 0, which is if plus simple present, and the later part is also simple present. Then we had a discussion on type 1. If plus simple present, the later part was simple future. I hope you all remember. Right? Okay. Give me a thumbs up if everything has come to your mind. Type 0 or type 1. So that we can proceed with 2 and 3. If I, now we are discussing type 2. If I were you, I would, if I were you, I would, let's say I would pay attention. Okay. If I were you, I would pay attention. Now, yes. Now, kindly pay attention here. Again, as we discussed, this is the dependent clause. This part goes under the independent clause, and look at the structure. The structure is if with simple past, and the later part is would plus verb in first form. Would plus verb in first form. Now, would plus verb in first form. Would is the modal, and pay is V1, verb 1. Atish, you can't say would plus simple present. Why I'm saying that? Because simple present means even pay, pays. S is also added in simple present. S over here, so it's better to say verb in first form. Technically, it would be incorrect if I say would plus simple present, because simple present means pay becomes pays when the subject is third person singular. But here it will always remain in V1. So the easiest way to remember is if plus simple past, later part is would plus V1. This is the structure for type 2. Now, let us understand what the structure wants to convey. Now, these structures are not only meant for writing or for some grammatical knowledge, but these structures are also important as far as spoken English is concerned. Mostly when we speak, we frame sentences where we add a condition. Now, this can be used in our day-to-day conversation, provided when we are talking about a situation which is unreal or which is hypothetical. It is unreal or it is hypothetical. Now let me tell you what is this. Unreal or hypothetical means कुछ कोई ऐसा सिचुएशन जो कभी नहीं हो सकता है, कोई पॉसिबल नहीं है. जैसे if I were you, now I can never become you. Now I can never become Girish. So if I think about the sentence, this is something which is unreal, something which is not possible. So sentences which are hypothetical. See, we often sentences like this. For example, if I were the president. Now, there are chances that you can become the president in future, but then let's assume that it is a hypothetical situation. I can frame a sentence. If I were the president, I would bring these changes. So when we have a hypothetical situation in our mind, when we want to confirm, when we want to frame a sentence which is unreal, we use type 2. For example, if I were tall, if I were tall, I would buy that dress. Now, when the speaker is making the sentence, the speaker knows that the speaker is not tall enough for the dress. So, the speaker frames a sentence, if I were tall, I would buy that dress. So, did you understand what is hypothetical and unreal situation? Is hypothetical and unreal situation clear to you all? Give me a thumbs up if the need of the structure, if it is clear. Okay. Now coming to the next one. If I were invisible, I dash. Now this is your task. The sentence is, if I were invisible, I would dash. The question before you is, if I were invisible, I would, I dash. I'll come to your answer, Pratyusha. I'll answer you. Just give me a few minutes. Let me first get this answer. If I were invisible, I would go to the wizarding world. Would have Soham would have attacked. You are not following the rule. We are in type 2. We are in type 2 and you are using the formula for type 3. We are in type 2, Soham. You have used would have. I would join the team of Avengers. If I were invisible, I would prevent the robbers from robbery. If I were invisible, I would go to the battleground area and kill the enemies. Oh. Okay, if I were invisible, I would, okay. If I were invisible, I would prevent, I would go to the Hogwarts school. I would help to the poor people. I would help the poor. Maliram, change your sentence. It will be, I would help the poor. I were visible, I would be very happy. Okay, but what would you do, Ayush? Okay, if I were invisible, I would go to the. Okay, fine. Now, I will stop the coronavirus. Now, this is Shreyanshu. Shreyanshu, how will you stop the spread of coronavirus if you become invisible? I would Hogwarts school. Okay, fine. I would eat from the restaurant without paying. Wow, I like this. Aditya Nayak, I like this response. I would eat in the restaurant without paying. I would take revenge from whomever I want because I'm invisible. I would go to burn the China. Okay, fine. I would solve the mysterious cases. Okay, being invisible, you'll solve the cases. Ma'am, virus is too invisible. Exactly, Pratyusha. I was also about to say. Now, if the virus is invisible, he is invisible. So, invisible is trying to kill the other invisible stuff. I will bite everyone, not bitten. I will bring the vaccine from China. Now, who said the vaccine is in China? Okay. Anyway, I got all your responses, and the best one which I like was I would eat in a restaurant without paying. If I were invisible, I'll change it a little bit. I would dine in a restaurant without paying. Now, a very good question has been raised by Pratyusha Satpathy. Why, where, and why not was? Because where is used with plurals and was is used with singular, and I is singular. So, if you see technically, it should be I was instead of I were. Right? Okay. Now the answer for this, why I were and not I was. Now see, I were is used only when it is contrary to the fact. That means only in cases when it is unreal and hypothetical. I hope I am making sense, Pratyusha. Only when the situation is unreal and hypothetical, we add where with I. For example, if I were a bird, I would fly. Now, I can never be a bird. This is just a piece of my imagination. So again, this goes under unreal and hypothetical situation. So I cannot, so as the rule says, when it is hypothetical, when it is unreal, when it is contrary to the fact, we have to use where in place of was, just to make it know that this is something which goes under the unreal situation. I hope I am understood. Okay, so Midra, I would explore various countries without any passport. Good, very good. Okay. I hope I am understood by all. Is the same, looking at the same example, can we frame it? Can we change it into a question? Can we change it into a question? Anybody who is unable to understand, kindly go through the recording once again. Still, if you don't understand, you are always open to comment, to text, and inform me. See, if I were invisible, I would dine in a restaurant without paying. Can I change it into a question? I have got a response from Manisha Mohanty. If I were invisible, I would enjoy the feeling of non-existence and escape from all cares and tensions of life. Quite deep and philosophical. Would you dine in a restaurant if you were invisible? Okay, Payal Agarwal. Would you dine in a restaurant if without paying if you were invisible? Okay, correct. If Tanu Agarwal, you didn't get me properly. I told you, in case there's any problem, kindly go through the recording. Would I dine in a restaurant without paying if I were invisible? Okay. What would you do if you were invisible? Okay. This is again a question. What would you do? Fine. That goes on a WH question. Sandi Sahu. No, Pratyusha, type 2 cannot be used for real facts. For real facts, we have type 1. Pratyusha, we have type 1 for real facts. That's what I had discussed last class. For real facts, for future facts, for real facts, we have type 1. Type 2 is exclusively for unreal and hypothetical situation. You cannot use, or rather I would say avoid using type 2 for any kind of real fact or real situation. You have different types for different situations. Would you dine in a restaurant if you were invisible? Okay. Another question for all of you to fill up. If I were a star kid, I would dash. Let me see how far you can imagine. Would I do any good work for the nation if I were invisible? If I were, I would do good work. Okay, Sohan, your question is correct. Just add a question mark at the end. Would you done? Yes. Archita, your answer is correct. Nikhil Rai, would you go to the aeroplane without passport? Would you fly in an aeroplane if you were invisible? Would you fly in an aeroplane without passport if you were invisible is a better sentence than this. If I were a star, I would be like my parents. If I would be invisible, I would take the aeroplane route and I will fly. Okay. I'm still waiting for some answers. I would distribute all my pocket money to the poor. Okay, Chanda Rani, that means Vashish. So you are very sure that the star kids get a lot of money as a pocket money, right? Okay. Live a happy life. So aren't you happy right now? I would publish my own book. No, come on, Archita Behra, to publish your you just need to be a good writer, a crazy writer. You have to write. If I would be the pride, not proudness, Somendra. It is pride. If I were, I would. Okay. Okay. I would not be like Karan Johar. Oh my God. Okay. If I were, I would give you independence, possibility, tenacity of purpose, and self-confidence. I would give you. I would easily get many good opportunities. Okay, so if I were a star kid, I would easily get many opportunities. Now, opportunities are always good. So, Soham, you need not add the word good before opportunity. Opportunity itself is a positive word. Be loved and appreciated by all. I would be loved and appreciated by all. Pratyusha, wow, I like this. I would travel the whole world. I would invent a school like Hogwarts. I would be popular. Okay. I would donate to government for COVID-19. You don't have to be a star kid to donate. I would like to be like Shraddha Kapoor. Okay. I would abandon India and live abroad. I would tour universe. Somebody is always writing about Ananya Pandey. Oh, Yash, are you a fan of hers? I would travel the whole world. I would be respected. Are you sure? I would easily get stardom. If I wear a star kit, I would easily get stardom. I hope you all know what is a stardom. To be famous, to be known by people. I would not have no. So I would not have to face nepotism. This is right. Okay. If I would get Oscar. Okay, fly high. Okay, fine. Now, my question over here is not question. Sorry. Now, what I want to point here is this word. It's a modal, right? And now, this word can be replaced by any other modals. Like this can be replaced by could. It can be replaced by might. It can be replaced by could, might. You can also replace it with should. Now, if you observe, these are the past tense. Like this is the past tense of can, past tense of may, past tense of shall. See, the sentences will all be correct, but the difference is the meaning of the modal. If I say could, I'm talking about ability. If I say might, I'm talking about possibility. If I say should, I'm talking about obligation. So this modal can also be changed. In place of would, must get started. Must means strong obligation. Okay, fine. Now, apart from this, come to type 3. Now, type 3 is if with past perfect, and this side it will be would plus have plus be 3. For example, if I had bought my camera, I would have clicked some photographs. Now, I hope it is visible. Right, okay. Now see, if, now this is the structure, if plus past perfect, would plus have plus V3. Now this is the structure. If plus past perfect, the later part, the dependent clause is if plus past perfect and the independent clause is would plus have plus V3. Now the sentence that I have taken is, if I had bought my camera, I would have clicked some photographs. Now, let us first of all understand what is the situation of type 3. As I told you, type 2 is unreal, type 1 is real. Now, what is type 3? The easiest way to understand is type 3 is mainly used for framing a sentence where you have a feeling of regret. A feeling of regret, where you regret something. So this is the value. What is this? If I had bought my camera, I would have clicked some photographs. The meaning of this is, I have not brought my camera, that my camera is not with me. So the sentence that I want to frame is, अगर मैं लेकर आती तो मैं photos click करती. So it comes under the situation where I have a regret that if this I would have done this, then the situation might be this. So in that case, we'll frame a sentence like this. If I had bought my camera, I would have clicked some photographs. If meaning of regret, somebody has written, I think meaning of regret is पछतावा. जब आप पछताते हो, जब आप regret करते हो कि मैंने ये नहीं किया, मुझे करना चाहिए था, I should have done this. You have a regret, a feeling of regret. The best example is, आप एग्जाम देते हो, फिर जब आपका रिजल्ट आता है, जब एग्जाम अच्छा नहीं होता है, जब रिजल्ट आता है, तो आप सेंटेंस करते हो, if I had worked hard, I would have scored well. ये सबसे बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है आपके लिए. आप जब एग्जाम देते हो, उसके बाद आप रियलाइज करते हो कि मुझे ये करना चाहिए था, अगर मैं ये करती तो ये होता. So that particular sense, when that sense has to be made, we use type 3. See, you will get the rules everywhere. Wherever you open any book, you open any websites, you'll come across the rules. But what I mean to say is that, what is the proper usage? Where are you supposed to use these structures? It means वो situation already हो गया है. That situation is already over. उसके बाद you are making a statement of, maybe a statement of regret for not doing something. I hope I'm clear till now. Just give me a thumbs up if it is clear. Hello Amrita, welcome to the class. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you've understood. I hope I'm clear, Pratyusha, if you are there. Yes. Okay, fine. Thanks for the confirmation. So this type 3 goes under a feeling of regret. Now, coming to the same example that I have given, if I had bought my camera, I would have clicked some photographs, change it into a question, change it into a yes/no question. change it into a yes/no question. A yes/no question. The sentence is this. Yes, Akanksha Rai. See, I try my best to take names of all the students those who join. In case I miss anybody's name, so kindly do not again take it otherwise. But I try my best to take everybody's name, whoever is present in the class. Okay, I got the first response. I would have clicked photographs. No, Aditya, when you are changing it into a question, as I told you earlier also, the helping verb should go to the beginning. And in your sentence, you have not put the helping verb to the beginning. Would you have clicked photographs if you had bought your camera? Would you have clicked some photos if you had bought your camera? Okay, correct. Would you have clicked my photograph if you had bought my camera? If you had bought your camera, okay. Fine. So I hope more or less it is understood. Would you have clicked my photograph if I had bought my camera? If had I bought okay. Fine. Now let me write down something for you. Now see, there's something very interesting here. I can frame two different sentences, two different questions out of the same sentence. First question is, would you have clicked my photograph if you had bought, brought, it should be brought, not bought. If you had brought your camera. First question. Now this first question, what I have done, I have brought this part to the front. I have brought the independent part to the front. Now the other one is, had I brought my camera, I would have clicked your photograph. Have you brought the camera to click some photographs? Have you brought the camera to click some photographs? No, Sanvi Sahu, you are just framing a sentence in present perfect tense. Sanvi Sahu. You are just framing a sentence in present perfect tense. If you observe your sentence carefully, you have written, have you brought the camera to take some photographs? That's just a sentence in present perfect. But I want you to simply change this type 3 sentence into a question. So you need to have these two parts in the sentence. Both independent and the dependent clause, both the clauses should be present in the sentence. Sanvi Sahu. Okay. Is it clear? Actually, the board needs to be visible, so sometimes I am going out of the frame. Would you bring the camera to take some? No, Sanvi, again, there's a mistake in your sentence. Kindly follow these two sentences. This is the first sentence and this is the second sentence. Follow these two sentences. Okay, now coming to your next task. Now it's your turn to fill. If she had told me I would dash. If she had told me I would dash. I would have brought if Ayushi, is this the answer to this one? If she had told me I would have brought the book. Okay, fine. If she had told me I would have helped her. Good one. If she had told me I would have, okay, same answer. I would have done it properly. Correct. Have come to the party. Okay, if she had told me I would have come to the party. Correct. Told me I would never have the persons humiliated her. Never have the persons humiliate her. Okay, I would never have the persons humiliate her. Okay, correct. Have made a card for her. Okay, correct. So I hope you have understood the usage of this. That means what is the situation? If she had told me what is the situation, उसने बताया नहीं है. The real situation is she has not told you anything. And that situation is already over and you are framing a sentence. अगर वो मुझे बोलती तो मैं उसे help करती. So that is what type 3 is all about. The situation is already over and you are framing a sentence after that. Maybe a sentence of regret, maybe a sentence of imagining कि क्या होता. So if she had told me, I would have helped her. This is Dilip Biswal, that means this is Deepmala. I would के बाद have is missing. I would have all the same answers. I would have stopped him taking such a serious step. Very good. A good answer. Stopped him. Okay. I would what? Have is missing. Somendra, do not forget the rule. Would plus have plus V3. Somendra, have is missing from your sentence. But the first most important thing is do not forget the structure, type 3. I told you, would plus have plus V3. Have is missing in your sentence. Missing. Anisha, your sentence is also. Have is missing. As I told you, it will be would. Later part will be would. Please kindly pay attention if you are not able to follow or write it down somewhere. If still you are not able to remember, would plus have plus V3. Do not forget. Second part ये होगा. Would plus have plus V3. बहुत है जो लोग would के बाद directly verb लिख रहे हैं. नहीं आपको have भी लिखना है. Yes, now this is correct, Somendra. The foremost important is the rule. Second most important is the usage. If these two things are set in your mind, you can frame sentences. Yes, Yash, you cannot forget the structure. ये तोड़ मरोड़ के कुछ भी लिख देंगे, that is not accepted here. Have forced. I would have forced her to stop following the wrong path. I would have forced her to stop following the wrong path. Quite a complicated sentence. Okay, correct. I would have given Ayush Mahdi, again you're forgetting the structure. V3, given. V3, it's not give, it is given. I would have stopped her, correct. If she had told me, I would have helped her for exams. Okay, Maniram, correct. I would have done something. Okay. Now the same rule applies over here. This would can be changed. You can change would and you can put any other modal you want according depending on the attitude of the speaker. If you're talking about ability, you can add could. If you're talking about possibility, use might. If you're talking about strong obligation, must. If you're talking about just obligation, that is should. If she had told me I would have helped her. Now change it into a question. Change it into a question. Could have done it for her, correct. Change this into a question. No, Aditya, it cannot be a request because the situation is already over. Situation over हो गया है, आप regret कर रहे हो, तो वहाँ पे आपको request करने का कोई सवाल ही नहीं होता है. So no request. It will be only the modals like would, could, should, might. You can use them. Could have done it for her. I want question form of this. Would you help me if I had told you my problem? Habiba, would you have helped her if she had told you? Yes, correct. Would you have helped her if she had told you? Correct. Would I help her if she had told me? Okay. Would I have helped her if she had told me? Yes, yes, yes. Would I have helped her if she had told me? Would I have helped her if she had told me? Okay. If she had told you, okay. So that's what the yes or no question. So what you have done is you have brought this part to the front and you have made it a question. Try to use this as the beginning of the question. Use this part as the beginning of the question and frame a sentence. Would you have helped if I had told you? Try to bring this part, keep this part in the front and frame a question. Had she told me, I would have helped her. Had she told me, I would have helped her. Yes, Pratisha, your answer is correct. But add a comma after me. Pratisha Satpati, add a comma after me. No, Nikhil, when you are framing it a yes no question, if is removed. You have added if in the sentence. What would you do if she had told you? Okay, Amrita, you have framed a WH question. Fine. But my question was to frame a yes no question. Yes. So how my question is, keep this in the beginning of the question. What you have done, you have brought this part to the beginning and framed a question. I want you to keep this part in the beginning and frame a yes no question. I'm writing down the answers. The first question is, had she told me, I would have helped her. Had she told me, I would have helped her. The next question, would you have helped her? Sorry, no comma here. If, would you have helped her if she had told you? What is to, Pratyusha Satpati? What does this to signify? How many questions can we make? Basically we can make two questions. One is WH, the other one is yes no. Fine. But yes, in case of yes no, here we can make two yes no questions. So in total we can make three questions. One is WH and two different yes no questions. Had she told me, I would have brought a gift for her. If she had told you, would you have helped her? Now, Sanvi Sahu, questions do not start with if. Questions do not start with if. Remember, two types of questions. WH questions, they start with WH question words, and yes no questions, they start with helping verb, is, am, are, was, where, all these words. So technically, I can say this does not fall under the pattern of question. Okay. So am I clear till here? Or anything more to be asked? No. I would just take one more thing to tell you. That's quite simple. Okay. So that's all about conditional sentences. Before we end the class, I have the last task for you, the last sentence for you. is you will fill this sentence, you will complete this sentence, as well as you will tell which type it is, whether it is 0, 1, 2, 3. You have to fill the sentence and you have to say which type it is, 0, 1, 2, or 3. The question is, if I meet my favorite star, I dash. The last question for the day. If I meet my favorite star, I dash. You have to complete the sentence as well as you have to write down which type it is. I will take his autograph, type 1. Okay. I will feel really happy, type 1, if I would meet my favorite star. Aditya, look at the question that I have written on the board. You have changed the question. You have completely changed. If I would have asked, Palak Agarwal, answer, your answer is wrong. Palak, look at the structure. Deepmala, no, wrong. Ayush, wrong. Yes, Atish Mohanty, correct. Girisha, no. Archita, no. Alka Das, correct. Yes, Amita Das, correct. Yes. Why are you all writing the same thing? I will take a selfie with her. Okay, so favorite star is a female. I will take a selfie. Okay, only selfie and autograph, nothing more than that. If I meet people, I will not at all disturb or irritate him. Okay, that's great, Suhan. Same here. Even well, I do not have any favorite star. But if at all I see my favorite star or meet my favorite star, I would just give a smile and say hi, hello. I will be very happy. We'll take sort of picture. Phone number. Okay. Sanu Agrawal will take photographs, his phone number, his address. Okay. Shall talk to her. Okay. Okay, I'll ask him. I will ask him to help me my way of teaching. Take his phone for one day. Why will he take his phone? Vishnupriya Nayak, no. Answer is not correct. Stick to the structure. Archita Behra, no. If I say no means there's something wrong in your structure. Okay. Now, those who have written would, let me tell you that this structure is if I meet my friend. Which tense is this? This is simple present. So what should be this? It should be simple future. So I will. If I meet my favorite star, I will smile and greet him. This is type 1. If this is simple present, the later part has to be simple future. And this is real. I mean, real in the sense there are chances that this may happen, or real or future facts. Either you can use real fact or future facts for type 1. It goes under real fact or future fact. Yes. I will roll with him for the whole day. Fine. Now, we have come to the end of conditional sentences. One more question to all of you. What would you like to be taken up for the next class? Which part of grammar would you like to be taken up in the session, in the next class? My question is, which part of grammar would you like to discuss in the next class? Somebody has written tenses. Says, tenses, tenses. Tenses, tenses. Okay. So is tense a very tough task? Transformation of sentence. A transformation of sentence means it includes a lot of things. Tenses also come under it. Determiners, tenses, tenses, tenses. My God, looking at tenses, I am getting tensed. Passive voice. So the word goes to tenses, right? Okay, determiners. Yes, Amrita noted. Determiners. Pratyush, active, passive, noted. I believe before going to active passive, we should take up tenses because tense is the main foundation. Once your tense is clear, conditional sentences will also get clear. And let me tell you one thing, conditional sentences go under the heading of tenses. Conditional sentence go under the tense part. So if there's no separate separate grammar section as tenses, because tense is included, sorry, conditional sentences are included in tenses. Archita Behra, determiners. Direct, indirect. Sami, Sahu, we just finished. We took 3 sessions on reported speech, direct and indirect. Sami, Sahu. Okay, I have taken up all your feedbacks and yes, now it's time to bid goodbye to all of you. But before I do that, as I have always told everybody that this live sessions will be on every Sunday at 8 p.m. So in case I miss out informing you, do join in at 8 o'clock. And yes, if there's any of your friends or anybody anywhere, as it is live session, so anyone can attend. So anybody anywhere wants to join, wants to learn with us, do inform him or her. And yes, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe it, share it, and go through the other videos. I hope they'll definitely help you out. And yes, at the end in the comment section, do not forget to write down how the class was. How did you like the class? What else do you want to be incorporated in the class? Because these classes are meant for you. So your suggestions, your feedback will be highly appreciated and it will definitely help me to improve, to structure the classes so as you will be benefited the best. So by saying all these things, I would like to end the class. And yes, the last word that I would like to say is Fir milenge in the next class, next Sunday, 8 p.m. Till then, bye-bye, take care, stay home, stay safe. The number of cases are growing day by day. The situation is getting grimmer. So my advice to all of you is take good care of yourself, take care of your family, be happy, and yes, avoid going out until it is absolutely important. Okay, bye-bye. Good night, everybody.